Here's a baby. You can see he's starting to look more like an actual Apisto. Hunting for food. There's Mom. She's like, why aren't you paying attention to me? And now I've entirely lost the baby. Well, there's Dad and Mom. Suppose you guys can watch them for a little bit while I try to find. There's one. Okay. Okay, well, maybe. Alright, that's the problem with these guys. They're so small, and their coloring is perfect for hiding in this tank. I mean, it's so perfect for hiding in this tank. There's like no way for me to just see them all. I have no idea how many are left. I know that sometimes if I'm not trying to find them, I'll see like a big group of them come up. They like to hide in the Marsilea minutia, which is this stuff. Marsilea minutia. They'll hide back in the Alternatherinaceae mini, which is this stuff right here. They'll hide in the Hygrophila pinnatifada, which is all back up in here. Sometimes I'll see them hanging out on the ends of the all this Cryptspiralis, which is all coming from this here back corner. If I'm sitting here and I'm still and I'm not holding a camera, they'll show up. But yeah, man, they just baby Apistos are the best at hiding. Like, seriously. Just the greatest. There's Dad. He'll try to hide. He likes to turn black when I have the camera out. He's like, oh no, I am so shy. But what I know he really likes to do is to sit there and watch me. If I'm working in this tank, he's like, what are you doing? Zoom out. Like, what are you doing up there? Because it is up. It's not far away from my ceiling. I was doing some work today, kind of pulled out several handfuls of duckweed from the surface of this tank. There is still some, so it's going to come back, of course. And tried to actually plant all the plants that were floating. I'm not really a plant expert, but this here is a very large Crinum calamastratum that I won at an auction. I don't know how much I paid for it, but probably more than a lot of people would, because I'm crazy. This is, I don't remember what stem plant that is. It's nice looking when it hasn't been floating around in my tank. Like right there, see? It's just sort of floating around. This is a Hygrophila species green olive, and I don't remember if I even have an actual species name for it. And this is coming from growing immersed. It had been growing immersed in an old tank, and it had turned bright green like that. But then when it gets good light and CO2 and is underwater, it grows like this, and it gets this cool darkness or different shade of color. So a lot of the plants in here are recovering from my move. Like this here is a Kleiner Prinz sword. It's supposed to all be that rich purple like that, but as you can see, a lot of it is green. That the green stuff is the old growth from when it was basically not being taken care of properly. And I have a lot of it. It was here's some crypts. I've got some Pink Panther crypts. I got some baby plecos. Those are not plants. Let's see. But there is one Crypt Spiralis tiger. And this is, realistically, this is my favorite plant. I just think it looks super cool all the time. And then, that is the very last surviving chunk of, what do they call that? Pogostemon erectus. Yes. Eventually, it will grow up and look really cool. I used to have a lot of it, but this is a plant that does not grow floating very well. In fact, if you can at all keep it from floating, do not float this plant. This plant will just fall to pieces on you. It was floating for a little while because I was tearing the old tank apart. And so it floated for like, I don't know, a month. And that did not do well for it. And that's all that's left. That's all I have left from like 15 tall stems that I had of this. And that little chunk is all that's left. Which is kind of disappointing, but whatever. This is, I don't remember what kind of boost this is. Bucephalandra, whatever you want to call it. I have a few pieces, but okay, I think that's all that's interesting about this tank. Lemon Cakes did not want to be on video, apparently. He is for sure hiding. He is hiding like a boss. Yeah, that's not Lemon Cakes. Yeah. Oh, he's probably in there. And I don't have a flashlight on me, so I'm not gonna bother him. Anyway, that's all I had. I just thought I'd shoot something for people in case you were like, oh gosh, what happened? Why is there no video? I'll see you guys later. Bye.